We say, oh, that's it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Angelo. Oh, is tearing my heart out. I love that. Just keep it going. Now, she's starting to leave. So far down. Keep falling. Keep falling. Keep falling. Now go back into the darkness.
Angelo Badalamenti.
Angelo Badalamenti.
Here we go for today's Super Late. It's October 17, 2022. Fantastic UFO blades, succulent UFO blades from Italy, in particular Campania, Naples and Campania. First of all, as you observe carefully at the small UFO plate above the soup UFO plate. Then you make the two UFO blades fly. Now perform the magic musical moment with the cutter. And finally remove the small UFO blade from the soup UFO plate. Today's UFO plate is Mr. Lynch lives only behind forever. Good morning. It's simply, or simply, or simply, or simply, or simply, or simply, or simply. Or simply, or simply, or simply. There. Stay or not. And then Lynch. It's March 3rd,
2020, it's March 3 or 3rd. 2025 inizia. Monday in Naples. Dia siamo totally clear, tanto si va in genere, tutto si in mezzo. It's early afternoon, probably by 13 and 27. 60 and the final 16, so sono dei mezzi li ricordano, perché nei siti diversi, perché vuole si casca di tutti su, quindi più, se stare forza, vedere se non rimanere, come voglio, cioè io supposo di, giuro, trovare siete nel mese così, so se si mette insieme col posto, perché di più, cioè io se better, per paradox, io, tanto per me, da dire, deve essere lui, te che lo riesci a sapere, spinga Newton insieme, perché spinga Newton, sono GT soft, ma per esame, GT8, la si carne che si testa per me, questa figura di una figura giuria che complete, but it's cool, obviously it's winter, in particolare test, which is really cool. The very fact are going to spring, as you know, in less than 20 days will be spring, but it's winter and at the same time, extra meter for the some years, so at the same time, let's say thank extra meter. I follow since some years, but 2 points is per me, this room of media, eccetera, is 2 points are collisce verso una trita, una guerra, così non si possono avere, tanto su 2 points in some years, questo è fatto gold, for this Felix and other people, but the result secondo another aspect, the consistency in the quiz in general, in fact, performance the investors, non tanto remember, I didn't know that remember winter like this series, so considering the both aspects, like the fatto gold is second the quiz in general, for me, at the temperature is good, and quindi also the situation condition with some of these things. I don't know if it's for people if there's a sensation to judgments to me about on this. Not surely I think a lot of so. For example, think of cold showers. It's been possible people do 2 showers per visione so them. Still but to see today I see for sure the same thing as just for before this. It's really beautiful. At this thing is for me feel some of things. April, think at remember participantes, repeat the digits before 6 minutes different questions. But l'ultima sfida non anticipato. Just before today, yeah. It's beautiful. E adesso vedete, andiamo a considerare video in cosiddetto rinviano we have them the sky and the sun from now for other 4 hours and some minutes more or less in comparison probabilmente su e computer fresh lui after what a beautiful scene su che notato su Yaro my head I can kiss it. Yes, and yes, well, so we know in the new sono insomma una struttura di canzoni diverse perché di senza si utilizza because also sotto the fact that we have it di security ready it's about 2 years adesso si vede che interessa what's visible in ambiente and what's visible in ambiente also what's better visible for me it's not really shot at the consequence generation. La sega riconosciuta sono visibili bene di portare, sono generali visibili, sono che si mettono in mezzo a dire scelto, sono che si mangi di bene scelto. E infatti, perché Magic 640 EPG, che devi fare? Also, di che si disimina scelto. Questi molti people ne fanno 100 di persone e si raggiunge che dove sono veramente sono surfano trosso paschese e infatti lì io volevo diretta breakfast dates meet in general single summers perché si lì ritorno a Mars ti vuole importante si fare quando regalo ragazzi di sembrano tutti tristi se serve fare che breakfast finten si fa invito è stato detto a finten parte la mattina si fitto su esteri se si finché 3 regoli sembrano tutti so stracico. Why do they repeat close di Galileo con Nators from Mars? They're just in code. La tartina tutti si but, the important thing is you see memories that inside me also they fortunately great as well. I'm really hungry. And that's it's okay. E che fa? Si sono stato mosso, ci penso ancora. Absolutely. You know, it's UX on Zelda Mythical Video Shots, Zelda my beautiful favorite bit, questa in particolare. I said or say who dead or say things. The first one is about Nick, that's a fact because to these new shots in it not only consigna coffee così, sono squeaky shock, infatti si vede sulla shot fragment video della shot and within this also the effect in questo background. Questa problematica particolare questo video è mega bomba. The second thing is about the serious fact that if the beautiful cigarette da icona di Italian CS fa questo video but for me they are at second place position because at the first place position there are the PAM Italian CS. In fact, I truly recommend them because they are really superb. Alzio, tomorrow I suppose, för inte där, för kan nog inte tomorrow to läppen. Men jag går väl se.